Well, hello, everyone. My name is MightyStream, and I'm going to do your March the 15th just for today in a meditation. And I'm so excited to do the meditation with you today. Today marks 1 year since I started the podcast, and I'm very excited that I've been able to follow through on a vision of mine. So let's get into the meditation. If you need to reach me, feel free to do so at recoveryofhope21@gmail.com. I'll look forward to hearing from you. And remember, today is going to be a beautiful day. Okay, March the 15th, feeling a part of. The get-togethers after our meetings are good opportunities to share things that we didn't get to discuss during the meeting. That comes from the basic text, page 98. Active addiction set us apart from society, isolating us. Fear was at the core of that alienation. We believed that if we let others get to know us, they would only find out how terribly flawed we were. Rejection would be only a short step away. When we come to our first NA meeting, we are usually impressed by the familiarity and friendliness we see other recovering addicts share. We too can quickly become a part of this fellowship if we allow ourselves to. Let me repeat that. We too can quickly become a part of this fellowship if we allow ourselves to. One way to start is by tagging along to the local coffee shop after the meeting. After these gatherings, we can let down the walls that separate us from others and discover things about ourselves and other NA members. One-on-one, we can sometimes disclose things that we may be reluctant to share at the group level. We learn to make small talk at many of these late night gatherings and forge deep, strong friendships as well. With our newfound friends in NA, we no longer have to live lives of isolation. We can become a part of the greater whole, the Fellowship of Narcotics Anonymous. Just for today, I will break free of isolation. I will strive to feel a part of the NA fellowship. Let's take a moment of silence, followed by the we version of the Serenity Prayer. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Just for today, please and thank you. Isn't it true? We come into the fellowship and we start to tread into the water of relationships and friendships and becoming a part of something, a greater whole, realizing that we're not the only person in the world suffering from the disease of addiction. And we are not the only individuals that are going through withdrawal symptoms or cravings and having to say no to people that we typically would hang out with. We're not the first ones that will ever have to remove telephone numbers from our phones or block people. We're not the only ones that have ever experienced this. And suddenly our eyes are open to the fact that, wow, I thought I was really all by myself. But come to find out, there's all of these individuals that come to this meeting, and not just this meeting at this particular spot, at this particular day, on this particular day, but throughout our whole city, throughout our whole state, throughout our whole country, throughout the world. I'm not alone. There are thousands and thousands upon thousands of individuals that can relate to what I'm going through. So why not forge deep relationships with these individuals that I have something in common with? You know, I was at a meeting the other day and I saw some people. I met one person I hadn't ever met, but I saw some individuals there and I could tell that they had forged deep relationships with one another. I mean, my goodness, they were talking about being at one another's wedding, and they were talking about celebrating their anniversaries together. And I thought to myself, less than 15 years ago, neither of these individuals would have had this conversation about one another, if they even knew one another. They were chasing the next one and could care less about who or what they did to get the next one. Today, they have a true relationship that is solid, and they can call one another on their stuff and not be offended by it. And I think that's the beauty of this program, is that a person can go from being alone, dying from the disease of addiction, miserable, thinking the world is going to end, with them never becoming anything more than a using addict. And they could stop using, lose the desire to use, and find a new way to live. I did it. You did it. And countless others behind us are going to do it if we continue to share this beautiful message of recovery. My name is MightyStream, and I've enjoyed talking to you today. I hope that you have a beautiful day. I intend to. Talk to you soon.